everybody. Thanks so much for joining me today. And thank you, Margaret, for reading our Acorns Bible story last week. It's so lovely, isn't it, to see faces from Acorns that we're missing. Well, today's story is about somebody who met with Jesus, who had a very important job. Now, I've got some pictures here to get us thinking this morning of some people, and all of those people I think have got some important jobs. Can you see those people? Can you point to some of them that you recognise? Can you tell whoever's watching this with you at home who you think those people are on the pictures that I've printed? Who do you think this is up here? Do you know who that lady is? Can you see her? What about this man here? What's he? Why is he wearing a uniform, and what is he? And what's his important job? And then what about those people down there? Can you see them? Well, there's the Queen at the top. Now, the Queen is a really important person in our whole country, isn't she? And she does loads of important jobs for us and with us. And that policeman up at the top there, he's got an important job, hasn't he? His job is really to keep people safe. What about the middle picture? Maybe some of you can't go to nursery at the moment, and maybe you're missing your teachers from nursery or people who help you. And do you know what? I think that's a picture of a nursery school teacher helping some children have fun at nursery. It's hard missing people like that, isn't it? What about the bottom? I think the bottom two pictures are also pictures of important people. People who are important to us, especially at the moment, are people in our family, because that's who we're spending all of our time with, isn't it? Can you see there's a mummy, I think, and maybe a grandpa playing with their grandson? Do you know, I think all of those people are important people. And they've all got important jobs, haven't they? Well, today's story starts off with Jesus meeting an important person, someone who had an important job to do. So let's start reading it together, shall we? If you want to follow along and you've got your Acorns Bible with you at home, it's on page 324, the story that we're going to be reading today, and it's called A Captain's Faith. I wonder if you can see who in the crowd looks quite important. Who's got some special uniform on that mean he might have quite an important job? I think it's him. Can you see him? I think he looks quite important. Let's read it together, shall we? Jesus came down the mountain to a nearby city. Crowds of people gathered to see him. An army captain said, "Lord Jesus, my servant is very sick. Please, will you come and help him?" Jesus said, "I will go to your house and heal him." Oops, there we go. The captain replied, "You do not need to go to my house. Just say the word and my servant will be healed." Jesus was amazed. "I've not found anyone whose faith is so strong," he said. Then Jesus said to the captain, "Go, your servant is healed." The captain ran home. He was happy to see his servant well again. So in that story today, we met the army captain, didn't we? He did have an important job, and he would have been in charge of lots of people and making big, important decisions. But today we saw him realise what was really important. We saw him realise that he couldn't help his servant and that the one person he could, he went to and asked for help. He went and asked Jesus to help. And he had such faith in Jesus and knew that Jesus could help him, that he told Jesus not to even bother to come to his house, that he trusted that Jesus would heal his servant. What a great story. What a good reminder that there's nobody on this earth as important as Jesus. And Jesus wants us to trust him, to be friends with him, to talk to him, to come to him. And we can trust Jesus to answer those prayers, just like Jesus answered that captain's ask to heal his servant. What a great story. I love that story. Thanks for being with me today. I'm looking forward to next week's story. It's another story of when Jesus did something amazing to show that he was God. So have a good week, stay safe, enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.